tycoon that's sickening. Tire forward and spill like a typhoon to the rain. Live in the streets where the money's hunted by drainages. If it's aimless, ain't a single thing that can change it. I'm changing it. Get your dollar straight and circulate, then gang with it. Aim for your partner, pocket and pop. That's dangerous. If you ain't with it, you throwing off the vibe, and I don't got time for that. It's all about the vibe. All that I got time for. I got the booze, stack with me. Don't come through with bad energy. You ain't with the vibe. Don't waste my time.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Superdome in New Orleans. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the New Orleans Saints. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone, as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Jones looking to throw it on the first play. And he'll get this complete downfield to Kmet. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
That's a good start to the ball game. Maybe a little bit of a tone setter offensively. They come out throwing right away, and it's an early completion and a quick first down.
Here's a running play now with Chark. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. Second down now.
These guys off the edge are already tough to contain when they're protected. Asking them to hold their blocks when a runner is struggling to find a lane, often an impossible task. Regardless of the outcome on the scoreboard, that will be one of this game's biggest stops.
That's out quickly to London. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going deep here for Allen. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here, because your offense and quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They started on the ground with Eckler, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Prescott to throw it. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tonyan. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 15 there. The Panthers have a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
To throw is Prescott. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. They'll try the right side with Eckler. Had a nice move, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9. On play action, Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and now fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Prescott. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Saints are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Saints at 7-5 now of the year. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 2nd down, a run with Evans. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. You look at this Carolina defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And not just speed, not just their physical skills. You know what pulls it all together for this secondary? Their smarts and communication. They play really well as a unit.
On 3rd down, it's Evans. And this will wind up a Saints first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Jones. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
At the 30-yard line.
Throwing Jones. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
They go play action here on 1st down. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. We're scoreless after one. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it facing a second and long situation. Looking to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Here's Jones. Off the play fake. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing. Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Agnew now to return. Now a hit and a loose football. And one of the linebackers has got it. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, but he didn't have full control of the ball. When that punch coming in, I would have a return punch, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead. It really is. You try and get that peak to know where they are about whether you should fair catch it or not, but sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away. And they'll get him down right about the 20. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup. Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they? Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Jones. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down. Succop's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there. And what a luxury it is to have the kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trailed 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play. Second down, Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Prescott.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down and then some, 36 yards. Play action now, Prescott. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Saints are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Only able to gain a couple there. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for this with Evans. And they have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the visiting Saints who got the victory then, so they'll look for the season sweep here in New Orleans. They'll go right back to Evans here on first down. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point. From the 46, here's 2nd and a couple. Off the play fake, Jones. That's complete right side to Kmet. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
A give running right is Evans. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On 3rd down, here's Evans. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. I'm surprised that they ran it there, but the end justify the means, I guess.
Both of us are surprised that they ran it there. The NFL is not a league where you run the ball on 3rd and that much yardage.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Aaron Jones, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Ryan Succop on for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
A second down throw for Prescott. This one complete to Tonyan underneath. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Running on first down, Eckler. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Prescott, he's going to change things up here. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. And now they'll shift things around. Prescott now on second down. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Third and long for Prescott. Looking deep here for Mooney. And Prescott, his third interception. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now Jones throwing on first down. That's brought in downfield by London. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on first and 10. Forced out to his left. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now we get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Looking to throw. Jones. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
They love to try to take advantage of his height, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to run it back and try it again, maybe with a little less mustard on the throw.
And now third and goal following incompletions on first and second down. He's got it. And he is out of bounds here. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on fourth and goal. They'll run forward to Cohen, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Tariq Cohen as the first half is winding down. And the Saints will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that makes our score 17-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11th. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. A very one-sided first half, 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And that one results in 35 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Looking to throw. Prescott. This one complete to Tonyan underneath. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Prescott now. He'll go right back to Tonyan. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. Now Prescott on 4th down. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the Saints' 13-yard line.
Now Prescott. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Davante Adams with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Panthers get a bit closer. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. They start the drive with Evans. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 8. In motion right is Pittman. Into the hands of London. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Jones on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And that ball popped free. We could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, if nothing else, they were able to pick up 1 first down on this drive and get it away from their own goal line. But not much happening after that, and it leads to a punting situation.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team, sending this one away. Shreds him with a stiff arm. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation, because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina. Davante Adams with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Panthers have got it back to within a score. That halftime lead dwindling.
I love the way you just said that. Perfectly encapsulates what we're seeing right here. Strike after strike, making the big comeback, and right now they are putting the pressure on them in a huge way.
2nd touchdown of the half, and that one was a big one. Extra point put through by Boswell, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Jones throwing into the hands of Pittman here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They got 29 yards that time.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back to throw. Jones. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed it.
There he goes, left side. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 32-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
To throw again on second down. Jones, and connecting here with DJ Shark. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
3rd and 5. They'll look to throw again. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 13-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Aaron Jones. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Saints will add to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. To throw is Prescott. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they're going to speed things up here. Prescott off play action. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2nd down and 8. Prescott to throw it. There's Mooney with another catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And now they're in the hurry-up. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. Prescott. This one complete to Tonyan underneath.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing. Prescott. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So here we go. On now is the kicker, Chris Boswell. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4. There he goes, right side. He's on his way. And finally wrestled down at the 11. 136 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Now Jones. They'll roll him out right. And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead, and they are also close. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you,
What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
their 48-yard line.
Here's Prescott. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is third down. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He's going to go up top again. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Desperation time. Prescott on fourth. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on fourth down. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
Here we go, hey. Hey, let's punch it in.
On 1st and 10, it's Evans. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start. But now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball. Getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
And he's got this down to the 35. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Okay, here we go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Throwing, Jones. And he's got him. Touchdown, Saints. DJ Chark with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Saints have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Jones throwing for it. That's caught. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you, because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tariq Woolen picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Extra point try now for Succop. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. Well, trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
Back to it after the pick six. Prescott. This is swung out to Eckler. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's second down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there, because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Second down, Prescott. Looking Austin Eckler's way again. Down the left sideline. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 20. A big play there for Carolina. 53 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
From the red zone now, Prescott. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. And again, it's Prescott. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds, 19 left. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Here's Prescott. The left side throw complete to Adams. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Panthers 24. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles, so the final seconds of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one. Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
They'll try some trickery here with Allen. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. Well, Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this